I'm gonna jog. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna jog. My leg hurts, and I'm starting to get sleepy, but it's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna rehearse for just probably about half an hour. That's all I'm gonna do tonight. Then come back here and finish up video, go to sleep. Let's do it. My vegging out mode is kicking in bad. Just gotta keep moving. Keep moving. Something feels different in here and I don't know what it is. It's a bizarre feeling. You know something's off, but you just can't put your finger on it. I think they moved this microphone right here. It used to be right over here. Rink, rink, rink. So I just had an idea for a song. I'm playing Punx in the Woods at the end of the month, and I think I came up with a song that everyone can sing along with. Thank you, Strangely. There's a musician in Bellingham named Strangely. You should go see him because he's awesome, and he always inspires me to do weird things, like people to participate in the fucking music. So this is my first idea. I'm probably gonna have to refine it quite a bit, but this one's called Punx in the Woods. Cause we're punks, we're punks, we're punks in the woods. Beyond these trees, we're misunderstood. With a beer in our hands and our punk rock. With a beer in our hands and our Doc Martin shoes. We're punks, we're punks, we're punks in the woods. Yes, we're punks, we're punks, we're punks in the woods. That's the gist of it right there. So I gotta mess with that. Maybe I want to keep that chorus longer. But what I'm thinking is, I get everyone to say, every time I say, we're punks, everyone else has to yell, we're punks. So I go, we're punks, and then punks, we're punks in the woods. We're punks, we're punks, we're punks in the woods. That's the goal. We'll see how drunk people are on the Sunday evening when I play. But usually, last time I did it, people were pretty receptive, so I'm stoked. But I've been here way too long fucking around with that song. And Chop Choppy Chop. I feel better about it. I'm working out some cool things with it, but it's still just nowhere near ready to play live. So I gotta keep working on that, and once the Star Trek shit ends, then I'm gonna be spending way more time on this. So, I'm gonna shut up and go home. All right, kids, gather around. Time for Uncle Seth to lay down some stories. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I'm reading a book by, I forgot his name. Charles Duhigg, I like to say, but I most likely butchered that. But it's called Smarter, Better, Faster, and it's a book on productivity, kind of a study of productivity. And there was a really cool thing that he pointed out in this book is mindset. And not the type of mindset where it's like, oh, be happy and look at the world happily and go out and skip to the do. No, it's a mindset is a way of looking at the world and seeing all the contingencies and being prepared for the worst and just having a mental model of the world and where you can always succeed no matter what happens. That's the type of mindset I'm talking about. The example used in the book is pretty extreme. And I'll just summarize it because the example in the book is awesome. but it's about 2 different airlines. So this one airline, the pilots start freaking out, something goes wrong, and they all start freaking out, and they kind of freeze, and they don't know what to do, and they do all the wrong things, and they do different moves that they were taught in school, but then they end up crashing the plane, hundreds of people die. This next flight, the pilot was actually getting investigated to see if he was still competent to fly. After the story, he was very much so fucking competent enough to fly. What he always did with his flight crew, he went through mental missions of every little thing that could go wrong. He played through scenarios. He did this constantly with his flight crew. All the different scenarios of whatever disaster could happen, and asking people what they would do. What would they do in this situation? If this happened, what would you do? If you lost air, what would you do? If you lost a wing, what would you do? You know, all these scenarios, and they would just always be creative. They're always on top of it and ready. And they just created this mindset that whatever goes wrong, we'll have a way to figure it out. And on this particular flight, like, everything that could possibly go wrong with the plane went wrong. And he got a mental model. It's like, okay, the plane is no longer flyable as a normal plane, but since I only have this level of control, I can fly it like a little Cessna little plane that only has one engine, because they lost all their engines but one. And he was able to land the plane safely. They get tons of pilots to go through this exact same situation in flight simulators, and people have not been able to land the plane, even in the flight simulator. And this guy was able to do it because he had a mental model of the world that he created that allowed him to be successful in the most extreme of situations. And I realized I would love to make that mental model. I don't have mental models. I'm sure I have a mental model, but it's not a fully developed, well thought out, coherent mental model of the universe that I want to live in and how to make that universe happen regardless of any situation around me. I've never developed that mental model. So I'm all about mindset right now and mental models, and I need to sit down and just for like a few hours just think of that mental model of the world I want and have that mindset that that's what I'm going to get regardless of what's happening around me. That's it for that. On that note, I am going to finish editing some videos. I totally fucked up the Star Trek video. I posted the full play online and something happened with my software. I don't even understand what happened with the software. It like put giant blank spaces. It like cut out stuff. I don't even understand why or how. Like, I need to start from scratch because I can't even edit the project. It won't let me edit it correctly. I don't know what I just did the right amount of things to fuck it up. So I'm going to redo that tonight. Don't know if I'll have time to get through. I'm one vlog behind and then this vlog, so it might be tomorrow before I get both these vlogs edited. And then that means Wednesday they might actually come out. But anyway, I love you. You are awesome. You're amazing. Go out and develop an awesome mindset and be creative. Write music for Punx in the Woods, and I'm probably in the darkness. Anyway, I love you. Good night.
Where do you go when the dive bars are too good for you? And the well drinks are too upscale? Who do you talk to when the drunks don't slur enough? And everybody is making too much sense. Bartender, another round of ass juice. Keep 'em coming again and again. Just keep that local sheriff on speed dial, 'cause we both know how this night's gonna end. Lucky Eddie hopping in on one leg, his left arm deformed from birth, loses his dentures every time he laughs. His glass eyeball rolls into the dirt. He turns to me and he squints and he says, "Boy, you sure do look like shit." Where do you go when the dive bars are too good for you? And the well drinks are too upscale. Who do you talk to when the drunks don't slur enough? And everybody is making too much sense. Bartender, another round of ass juice. Keep 'em coming again and again. Just keep that local sheriff on speed dial, 'cause we both know how this night's gonna end. Old Mary, a worn-out prostitute. She's hooked on meth, heroin, and crack. Her makeup's all caked and smeared. She's got a hump growing out of her back. She turns to me, hawks up a lung, and she says, "What shithole did you just crawl out from?" Where do you go when the dive bars are too good for you and the well drinks are too upscale? Who do you talk to when the drunks don't slur enough and everybody is making too much sense? Bartender, another round of ass juice. Keep 'em coming again and again. Just keep that local sheriff on speed dial, 'cause we both know how this night's gonna end. Stubby Dan used to be a rodeo clown until a bull took his kneecaps out. Now he ties his clown shoes to his stubs. He honks his nose when he needs a shot. He turns to me, his makeup's sad, and he says, "Fucker, you sure do got it bad." Where do you go when the dive bars are too good for you and the well drinks are too upscale? Who do you talk to when the drunks don't slur enough and everybody is making too much sense? Bartender, another round of ass juice. Keep 'em coming again and again. Just keep that local sheriff on speed dial, 'cause we both know how this night's gonna end.